When I walk in the room, you say, he's somebody. When you look at Tank, it's this aura. He's meant to be a world champion. I seen something special in him. No different from me. Is this the future of boxing?
Life is about taking risks. And in the fight game, that's what we got to do in order to be the best. This next young man I'm about to introduce, me and Floyd made a decision that it's time. You know, sometime in life you have to step up. And this is what it's all about. You know, challenging yourself against the best, to see where you're at, going out and proving yourself to be the best. And in order to be the best, you have to fight the best.
Lead up to the Pedraza fight, I haven't fought in 6 months, and I was going through it. A lot of media was saying that, you know, I wasn't ready. I was so young. I think I was 22 at the time, just turned 22. I had 16 fights. It was so fast. And the guy that I was facing, Pedraza, he was one of the top guys.
130-pound title holder Jose Pedraza set to make the third defense of his title against fellow undefeated fighter Gervonta Davis.
I remember me about to walk out to the arena, and I like moved the curtains, and they were just right there screaming. I was shocked, so I hurried up and closed the curtains and moved back and asked myself, like, am I ready for this? And you know, it was time for that walk. I was willing to give it my all in that ring that night.
Referee Ricky Gonzalez calls for the bell. The champion Jose Pedraza, the challenger Gervonta Davis in the white with gold. Many ringside observers wondering which version of Gervonta Davis we will see.
Davis landed big power punches, did not hurt or knock down Pedraza. In previous fights, those have done that against lesser opponents.
He looked good, you know, and then it made me reflect everything that we did in the gym. I actually seen it, because when Pedraza had him on the rope, and I was like, get out of there. And then I looked at it, I said, oh, that's the drill he do with the kids. And he looked at me. I said, oh, we good.
First round, it was good, but the second round, I was hitting with shots that I normally knock people out with. And he was just walking through him. I told my coach, I said, I'm in a title fight, and I know it.
The game plan was to break Pedraza down, hit him with body shots, hit him with shots he'd never been hit before, and then close out the show before the 8th round. But I think Tank did it in the 7th round. Make him work hard early in the fight. So we towards the end, we would get him.
And take your time. We got 12 rounds here. Commit to that body, baby. That body is the key. Keep holder. You notice when you hit him in the body, he froze. You understand?
Oh, man, he put it together that night. He put it together. When we come in here and work, we go through it. We go through it piece by piece, breaking it down. I know he's going to do something amazing.
Oh, vicious right hand! Pedraza goes down! This fight is over! Gervonta Davis at 22 becomes the youngest champion in boxing!
Me just getting on the rope, it felt like I had the whole arena against me, you know, and I overcame that at that time. That's why when you seen my face expression, I wasn't happy. You know, I was pretty mad, you know, it's just all the people that doubted me. I'm actually at my best when people doubt me and go against me. So.
Strap season! Strap season! Strap season!
When he won that fight against Pedraza, I was there, but I wasn't there, because we spent so many years watching championship fights on TV. I thought I was watching TV. Oh, man, when he won it was like, wow. I couldn't believe it. My partner, Coach Kenny, yo, you got a world champion. Get in there. And he looked good doing it. That fight was a stamp to show that we can do this.
Floyd, did the future just arrive?
Is this the future of boxing? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Floyd don't say that about no fighter. him saying I'm the future of boxing, it was actually shocking. So just having him just even in the ring, you know, just saying them things, them kind of words, as a mentor, as a friend, it means a lot. You know, it made me train harder.
And you exert yourself in the gym, so when the fight is easy. This is when you want to force yourself. You exert yourself here. You don't got to worry about it. If you be tired in the gym, it's when you're supposed to be tired. So you won't get tired in the fight.
When I signed with Floyd, it was like I was sparring every day.
Get the jab, Tank, get the jab.
Training non-stop. And then every person that he was signing at that time had to go through me.
Tank, point to the easy work. Point to the easy work.
Now, Floyd gave me a lot of advice. He still gives me advice as far as boxing. Make sure I'm training hard each and every day because no opponent need to be taken lightly.
It's my little killer right here.
When your next fight, champ?
You fight on my guy. What? He world champion. He was world champion in boxing.
I'm there.
Action, what's his record?
What's your record?
17-9.
Okay, there you go. You real. Oh, he official.
Money team, baby.
Growing up in the sport, you know, we watched Floyd Mayweather. You know, that was our god in the sport. Just been on the undercard, just been in the same, you know, same arena as Floyd Mayweather is amazing. You know, I'm definitely hungry. I'm ready to show the sport that I'm ready to take over. And I'm ready for Floyd Mayweather Jr. to pass on the torch to Gervonta Davis.
Everything coming so fast. Everything coming so fast. We got to that level quick. And him still being young, being here, doing this, wanting to be with Floyd, want to do this, want to do that, you got sidetracked.
132 pounds, 1 3 2 for Davis.
It was vacated, so that's when I knew it, you know. I would look back like, damn, it didn't really hit me at that moment till probably like a week or 2 weeks later.
Well, I was hurt because he was that weight. When we left him that night, we was that weight. He just wanted to wait till the last minute to do it, you know, and that's just Tank. Tank always been like that, you know. Wasn't the first time we lost a title. He lost his national, 4 ounces, same thing. It was like deja vu to me. You know, it hurt. It hurt. I mean, it still hurt because that was our first belt. I go in the closet sometime and look at it like, that's his belt.
Trying to do it my way, not listening to my team.
Yesterday at the weigh-ins, he came in 2 pounds overweight. He's been stripped of his title. He was the youngest current American champion.
I hope we get another chance to get that belt back.
I think I let them down as a fighter because nobody want to go 10 steps forward and then 20 steps back, you know, so I think I let them down as a fighter, as a son.
Now you know how I feel. So you have to be on point. That's part of the business. It's part of the business if you want to keep your strap.
It's not easy. It's not easy. We take one day at a time, you know, because a lot of times the fighters, not just Tank, they go through things outside of the gym, family matters or whatever, you know, and we got to work with all of that at one time. And we try to keep them comfortable, you know what I mean? Let them know we here no matter what they go through.
Sometimes, me personally, I hate to be overly critical of a young fighter. When that young fighter wins a world title, you have to judge him as a world champion. You don't judge him as a young fighter anymore. Sometimes a fighter is a prospect, and he'll make a couple mistakes. So when he's young, he's going to mature, But when he's a champion, you're now judged just like a 30-year-old world champion is judged, you know? And so you have to make certain decisions, both inside and outside the ring, that a champion would make.
He was being a kid with a whole bunch of money. Give you a whole bunch of money. He lost focus. Make sure you do your job. That's your job. You ask for this life, to accept what you're supposed to do.
It's a hard thing to take when you're that age, you know? As opposed to when you're older, you're more mature, your understanding of it. So I like to see Gervonta make the mature decisions because he's got so much potential, but it's really going to come down to him.
2 former champs clash as Gervonta Davis fights Jesus Cuellar for the WBA super featherweight belt.
Gervonta Davis, to me, is in a very lucky position because he dodged a bullet. He didn't make weight, and he lost his title on the scale last time out. And then he had a very flat performance and still won. And here he is fighting for a title in the same division that he couldn't make weight for last time. So this is a tremendous opportunity for him. The good news is that he's fighting a pretty good fighter who has to prove that he can fight at this weight.
The bell and round 1. A battle of lefties. Promised to be a barn burner. Plenty of action here, and the Baltimore Brigade out in full force to support.
I knew that Cuellar can hit. He had puncher power. He was a little slow.
Beautiful. Left hand by Davis. Took a couple of steps back and caught. Cuellar coming in. Terrific second round for Gervonta Davis here at Barclays Center in Brooklyn.
You might see different stuff as on different opponents. He was actually shorter than the other guys I fought, such as Pedraza. It's basically just going off of how they come out and me capitalizing off their mistakes. And he must have been open for body shots, so them the shots I took.
Blistering hand speed on display from Davis, and there's the liver shot that drops Cuellar.
And those right hooks are tremendous.
Yeah, right hooks to the body, and Cuellar down to a knee again, second time in the fight.
Now I'm more focused, I'm older, I'm wiser, looking at it more as a professional boxer. I had to get the job done, and that was capitalize off his mistakes and, take him out.
What a combination, left uppercut, and down goes Cuellar for the third time. Referee Ben Estevez calls off the fight. Davis is a champion at 130 for the second time in his career.
Once I'm in there as a fighter, I'm a different beast.
Impressive. I'll tell you, when this kid is on, he's impressive. You just got to keep this guy focused.
It was good. How would I say? It made him feel like, okay, let me get serious now. There's levels to this game. Levels. So that was the level that he had to understand and he had to be serious about, because he's a world champion now. He lost it, got it back now. So now let's not let that happen again. So hopefully he can be that superstar that he want to become. You have to do your job.
Still undefeated, he is now the WBA Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Gervonta